looky there. It just started, whether I liked it or not. Right as the cat's hacking up along. That's good. Anyway, let me get this posted before we shoot in here. YouTube announcements. YouTube. That's not YouTube. Excuse me. All right. Put that on live. I think we're good. I think. I always say that. Hang on. Oh, that looks terrible. That looks better. Alright. Alright. So now that I'm actually ready. Oh man. So I was gonna start like an hour ago, but then Ye Old Avenue started streaming, and I was like, well, I don't want to stream over them, so I just hung out and waited for them to finish. So, in case you can't tell, we're working on a swamp. Seems like the last thing I did on stream, so maybe I just like swamps. I don't know. It's going to be for the Tales from Elsewhere game next week, I believe. Let me double check. That is next week. Next Saturday at 5 o'clock. My time. So, I think I actually had to run that game for once, and we're going to be playing it in nuts. And I'm going to have them take a train through the swamp, and then it's going to crash. So, never really mind where this rail is. That's going to get adjusted later. Right now, I'm just making some run-down swamp houses that are broken, falling apart, all that good stuff. You can also ignore the blue void over here. And the swamp color. I know I like this. It's gonna look like oil in there, which will be maybe misleading intentionally. We'll see. I don't like the watercolor yet, but excuse me, I can adjust that later. So I do like how I can do this, make it look like it's got really big nasty swamp patches in it. Or not swamp patches, muck, moss or whatever, just floating at the top. Alright. So anyway, I just gotta make some houses. And there's gonna be like... This part's still to be determined. Yeah, because I don't know where I want them to be away from the houses a little bit. And then they have to actually get in the water a bit. And that's when they find out it's dangerous. So it needs to be... have a little something just floating out here. Well, something bigger than that, but... random piece of wood, or maybe like, you know, just some big old crates they can try and get on. So we'll see. That's for later. That is a later problem. Let me see something real quick before I get in here. I'm still getting fussed at for my bitrate. I need to go back and watch those other ones and make sure they're actually good. Or YouTube might just be being fussy for no reason. Anyway, that is the plan. So let's see, I got a little bit of a blueprint too I was looking at. I don't think it's anything definite, just some scribbles on Excalibur. The idea is for them to find a small boat so they can get out to a larger riverboat, but the riverboat's kind of far out. Definitely don't want to swim to it. It'd be a death wish, so they got to find the little boat and kind of ferry themselves across. It's Sage! What's up, man? You want to make a map with me? Does Zellerin have swamps in it? Space swamps? Let's see. Let's make this bigger because I need it to go down some more. Actually, we're going to need it to come down and over quite a bit. So let's just make it more bigly. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. I don't think Galactic Swamps of Terror. Absolutely. The thing, like, you can't really, or I can't. I don't want to say the software can't. I will say I can't, because I don't know how. To, like, make stuff in and out of the water. Like, this is the best I could do. Technically, this is ground, but I'm trying to make it look like just the top of a swamp, and then here's other parts of the swamp. Like, this is all supposed to be water. You can't submerge stuff into the terrain. Not that I know how to do anyway. So, like, if I wanted a house that was halfway sunk, I don't know how to do it. I don't know yet. Yeah, well. But see, like, obviously you can see here, like, the idea is, oh, a tree fell over, crushed half the house, but, like, I can't have the water spilling into the house to give it that depth. You can see where it's just a definite cutoff. Which is nice when you want to make a, you know, something that doesn't come at a weird angle, and then you can do, let's say if it was a cliffside, you could do this. Okay, maybe not that. Yeah. Let's see, you could do, it's like, oh yeah, it's the side of a cliff. So you can do that. But if I use the water brush, see, like, here's the brush. I can't, it doesn't do anything on a floor. Unless... Let's see, what was I thinking here? If I did... well, you could do... Okay, you could do that. Interesting. Yeah. There was one asset pack I had a long time ago, and I really liked the way they did it. They took all the patterns they added for the floors, they also added it in the terrain brush, so you could paint floors as terrain and then do some weird things. Like have them blending into grass where it got overgrown and stuff. That was very cool. Alright, so that's an option we can do there. Matter of fact, let's just try it. I'll sure be glad when this concrete finally gets out of my system. So let's say there's a house right here. It's a little house, and it's like, we'll say the corner of it's under. So if we go back and forth, and we don't really want a perfect thing here, what I feel like are obvious reasons. We'll just kind of have an odd shape here. And if we go to water brush, okay, that's kind of neat. Water creeping up in there. Icky icky swamp. But see, I still can't get like this terrain on top of there. But that's okay. That's okay. This is a very small house, turns out. We do not want these below water. We want these... Well, okay, so if I do... Yeah, it's just like a hard stop right there. Okay, maybe we'll leave that below water. You gotta kind of mix up your floorboards here a little bit. And then have some patchy ones. Goodness gracious. So anyway, Sage, if you're still there, did you have a day in mind you were thinking for the next Azelaron stream? Humble TFE Tales from Elsewhere. Yes! I would have put Tales from Elsewhere in the title, but it was kind of long. So. I also didn't really play in the stream. I just woke up and was like, I need to make my map for the game coming up. Then I started working on it, and then I was like, I should stream it. I haven't done a map stream in a long time. Can have some furniture under the water here. Bloop, 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 bloop. Maybe not sure yet. I have some time off next week, but I think I'll be occupied with the wife. It's an important responsibility. What program is this? This is Dungeon Draft. I think it's like... I was going to say 25 bucks, but that doesn't sound right. It's on the cheaper end, and I really like it. It's... Sometimes you gotta do a little workaround, like I was just trying to figure out how to get the water on top of the wood. But it is customizable. People, I haven't tried them yet, but people have made like custom tools for it. Now, you can see the assets over here. Downloading assets is super easy. I have, as a matter of fact, let me show you something cool here. It's very, I like it because it's very straightforward to use. Like there's not a whole lot of buttons and everything. So these are the stock assets it come with, you know, kind of cartoony or whatever. I like it because they're very simplistic looking, and you can, if you're creative, you can take these very simple objects and use them multiple different ways. You know, as soon as you tell somebody when you're playing, oh, that's actually a whatever. Like, many a times I have stuck in utensils in the wall and said, that's a lever. And they're like, oh yeah, totally looks like a lever. But anyway, you can see the art style. And then there's this guy who makes a series of assets called Scront, which I think is the coolest name. But he's very good at making his assets match that style. Like these are all his right here. He does a very good job. So I just grabbed a bunch of his stuff and put it in here to make this map so it would all be consistent. Anyway, we don't need an onion and a cutting board sitting out there in the middle of nowhere. Let's see, well, Sage, I'm I'm still playing catch up because of the whole Gen Con fiasco I told you about the other day. Since somebody's departure, that has left an awful lot on my plate. So it looks, well, you said you got wife next week, so after that, I don't know, we'll have to play by ear. I got too much going on. I'm scrambling. I'm picking up those broken pieces and then also trying to get a book off to Snow for editing. And then I need to have a conversation with her about TTRPG book editing for you. Or maybe not you specifically, but just in general. See, this is the other problem with the water. See? That looks weird, because this is supposed to be... If this was actually ground, then it'd be fine. But I'm trying to make this look like really mucky swamp water. So, my stuff has to be either completely on top, I don't want the shadow, or completely under. Which, you know, isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm sure that somebody somewhere has a really cool tool for submerging things in terrain. Indeed, it'll probably just need some proofreading once I'm ready. Yeah, well, proofreadings, that's the easier one. Michelle's very good at copy editing like that, proofreading. She marked the heck out of Ironbound. Had edits everywhere. Alright. How about just a dilapidated chair? So I already got trees growing out of that one. My ship combat was a success. Oh, that's right. You played with Scotty and friends. So, yeah, was that nerve-wracking? I can only imagine. I feel like I'm missing. It's not called broken, that's why. Actually, I could just go here to used. I just have all kinds of stuff under the water. Wasn't nerve-wracking, but overall it was great. I'd be a little nervous. I mean, that's not really saying anything, because I'm nervous no matter who I'm running the game for. There we go. Just broken pieces everywhere. I'm always nervous. It's terrible. I'm also really bad at predicting how long a game will take. Like this session I'm working on, it's like, I don't know, it might take them 10 minutes to get through, and it might take 3 hours. The goal is 2 hours, but you never can tell. You know, I feel like if I wasn't a mean GM, I could have chests in here for them to open up. That aren't empty. I put an empty one in here. Also, there's so much brown. Everything's just brown. Oh, man. Well, why did that happen? There we go. That was kind of weird. And I don't know if you can see it on the stream. Like, when you're in the map editor, it does that very cool wavy, watery effect. And I keep forgetting, wait, that doesn't actually work that way when you transfer this over to a VTT. Like, oh yeah, it looks super cool here. Also, I am beeping in Discord. I need to turn that off. Boop. There we go. Alright. Well, there's another house. So, ideally, like I said, their train crashes, then they have to make a little bit of a swim to the first house, and then they're gonna have, like, tricks and obstacles to get through to get from one house to the other without actually getting in the water. And then we gotta have a house way out here somewhere. Scrat! It's Blaze! He says, hi, Scrat. I sadly can't stay for long. That is so sad. I am heartbroken. You just came in here to break my heart, Blaze. It's okay. Me and you have a game tomorrow. Don't we? I get to be another angry rabid squirrel. At level 2. Ooh, I could have like a tempting secret house with a bunch of loot in it. Oh, that's a good idea. If they want to risk getting over there, let's do that. Yeah, they're gonna have to work for this one. Let's see. I also used to have some flooring tiles that, like, it was just cracks and holes that you could put on any of the other tiles. It was like another layer, and I cannot, since I got on this new computer, I've had to go get all my assets again, and I cannot find it. I swear it was just called like Mog's flooring system or something, but can't find it. It was handy. That way you could use any floor you want, and if you wanted it to be all dilapidated, you could. I'm at my parents' house. They need help fixing their email. Oh boy. You're the tech, son. Don't you love it? Oh, I accidentally made all those underwater. That's fine. So I'm thinking we have a door right about here. And then kind of a rickety bridge. Man, I'm coughing today. Alright, and then it's gonna be a long swim. Like, they gotta risk it for the biscuit to get here. So what could we have just floating in the water here? We need these here too. So if I put that there, do this. Nice music. Well, thanks, man. The good old Zelda music. among various other things. Yeah. Kind of makes it look like it's submerged a little bit. Kind of map is this anyway? So here's the scoop, Blaze. This is a swamp, also known as a swamp. So the idea is, this is for our Tales from Elsewhere game that we're playing in Nuts next week. They come in on a train gets derailed, explosion happens, everybody goes in the water. Find out the water's dangerous, there's things in there, and then they gotta make their way to one house, whichever one they want to get to first, and then they gotta get from house to house to house to house while shooting some bandits and avoiding whatever it is in the water. And then there's going to be a house farther out that has a little boat that they can get in that will take them to a bigger boat where they can get the whole party and all the passengers, if any of them survive by that point from the train, onto basically a riverboat. That's the word I'm looking for. And then they'll take the riverboat to what they think is safety, and it's mostly safe except for one monster. So Monday night for Zellerin. Monday. This coming Monday? What's today? The 23rd? So the 25th? Technically. Nothing on the calendar. I guess we could do that if you want. Shoot me a DM so I remember to add it to my calendar. Ooh, that's actually better. Maybe. I don't know. Is that better? I don't think it is. It is and it isn't. It's your birthday. Mustache. I was just in a different stream with you. I was gonna start this one right when they started theirs, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I better wait. So I don't split the party. I wish I had some water ripples that instead of being circular like this, they were just more of a linear thing, like I could put on the side right here. You know, like this. But that's like the bottom of a waterfall, so that doesn't work. Boop. There we go. It'll have to do. I wish I had water ripples. Scrat 2025. I wish I had water ripples. I do, man, I do. Like, I could... I guess you could do that. I don't look right. Yeah, I don't look good at all. Alright. So they can try and swim over to that. Then use it like a boat to get over here. Not a very good boat. Yeah, let's do that. The water's getting in my house. Bye, Blaze. Now that you get the inside scoop, you can tell Peter. And foil my plans. Alright. I'm not really worried about the water for now. We can dress that up later. So this is going to be like a little bonus room. Oops. So we gotta put some loot in here. Ooh, that's got eyes on it. That's a mimic. Can we perhaps change the color? Loot. And then some empty ones. Why is that one so tiny? It looks like a suitcase. Am I like... Okay, it's supposed to be like this. I was having a bit of an optical illusion there for a minute. It's tripping me up. I showed Jacob what you're bringing me Wednesday. He approved. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad, honestly. Does he approve of a good joke or good gifts? Who knows? He just put a bird nest in here randomly. Broken bed right there is fine. Broken table. Just a random pillar. Eh, maybe not. Look at that blue wood. Whoa. Yeah, so speaking of mustache, coming down here, I thought Glee had already reached out and DM'd you and everything about all the places to go and all that. And I got to looking at the calendar and I was like, dang, that's coming up. Let me go double check that and see if she ever did. And it doesn't look like she did. So it's our bad. And you're not too picky about food other than spiciness. You don't want no spiciness. Big old sissy. You go cry in the corner. She's ignoring you. She's good at that. She's been doing a lot of job hunting lately, so. I think that's been occupying her. Alright, let's see. I need... Got the Smith stomach from my mom's side, so don't like being in pain at night. So I don't really like spicy food. I mean, I know I was picking on you earlier, but if it's spicy and has flavor, like that's okay. That can be very tasty. Like there was a local barbecue joint that shut down a little while ago, and they had a habanero barbecue sauce, but it was sweet and extremely tasty, and it only was hot while you were eating it. Like as soon as you got done eating, the heat went away. So I don't like the stuff that burns just to burn and then lingers forever. That's I don't understand that appeal. Alright, so these are gonna be they're not definitely going to be this size or shape, but this is kind of the general location I want them. So they come here, they can hop there, there, to there, whichever way they want to go. Maybe go down here. And maybe this is where the boat can be hiding out. Or maybe we'll do a little, oops, like that. And the boat can be here. That way they won't see it. I mean, when a way to tell something is poisonous is to put it to your lip, and if your lip gets bigger, don't eat it. And spicy food does that. But some of it's super tasty. Like, whenever I have cooked with habaneros, all it has done has made something hotter. It hasn't added any flavor whatsoever. But yet when I go to these places and they have a habanero sauce, it's usually the habanero one that's really, really good. So, don't know what the trick is. But I also like something with a little heat because it'll get the sinuses running. During allergy season, that's fantastic. Just empty it all out. Also, I have no idea how I am going to like draw a boat out here. Wasabi to click, man. I had wasabi once when I was a little kid, and I thought that was the nastiest thing. All right, here's the. I don't know how to make a edit points. I can't like click and drag that. So for reference, you can just pretend this is a boat, a little river boat. Horseradish or whatever that is. It's gross. It's gross, man. It's gross. Let's make this house. Oh, well, that's not what I want. Okay, I just had to delete it completely. Mostly underwater. When are we gonna play some open D6? Soon, TM. Fair. Oh, wait, I have to actually, like, connect this, don't I? I did that backwards. Gotta go be a good host to Jacob now. Just throw him a sandwich, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. You know what? We could just leave bare spots. That way it looks like it's completely overgrown. I think that's what we'll do. Then we'll take that, and then we'll just do that. Ooh, you know what? And then we could just... Yeah, then it looks like there's... Ah, that's so sharp edge right there. Well, it doesn't have to be. Use your brain, Scrap. I know it's difficult. I just don't like that edge. It's icky. It's icky. What if we... I'm making this too complicated. Don't question it. Oh. Yeah, I don't like that. We'll just do it like this. Keep it simple. People are gonna look at it for like 2 seconds anyway. Yeah. All right. Ooh, that's a big one. That was a whole friggin' log. Where was that one? Series, whatever. Yeah. So you just never know. They could start and then just like go right for the place they're supposed to go, whether they know it or not. Or they could hit up every single house. And then your game takes twice as long. The last map, so the first campaign I ran, and the very last map they had, it was a rush to the boss, but there was well, yeah, there were like multiple dead ends along the way. It wasn't a maze, but there were like these little pockets that could have ate up some time, and they missed every single one of them. It's like they could see the whole map and knew exactly what not to do. You just never know. Oak tree. I don't know about that one. Those weird crystal ones. Very cool looking. Here we go. That's more dead on. Tree in the middle of it. Now, if we do... Yeah, that should like suggest, hint that it's in the water. Beep, 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 boo, 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 boo. Oh, now I gotta find those trees again. There they are. Oh, that's a monster of a tree. Raggly. Oh, I put those all in the wrong layer. You know, I don't know about these scraggly trees because I got like huge honking logs floating around like that guy. That doesn't make sense, does it? I put that somewhere. Kinda. I just don't know about those trees. I like these guys. Back on layer 2. And then big water ripple on the right layer, preferably. You never know, maybe somebody will have a rope and they'll want to Indiana Jones across the tree. Oh, it would be kind of funny if they came in here. When they opened the door, all they saw was an open chest, but once they came in, chests were positioned in such a way where you could see. Actually, I might do that. See if they just poke their head in there and be like, ah, it was a trap. There's nothing in here but open chests. Funny. Let's see. How do we... There's a way to... Slow turn? Let's get rid of that one. All right. Oops, I broke it. All right. This one needs a door. I mean, I guess the door could be in the water. Windows. They could get out of the windows. That might be a problem for later. That's Dave's favorite thing. He loves it when I tell him it's a problem for another day. What is this floor texture? Ew. There is a skill in worrying about problems for another day. Sometimes it's too easy, and you just like, oh, that's another problem for another day. Another day, and then you never do it. Oh, that's not a bridge. What is that called? Technically, I think it's a counter that's all broken. Corner table. But I mean, it works. Right? looks like a bridge on the side of the house, or dock. I guess that's what I'm looking for, not a bridge. Yeah, and then we can have this one. Yeah. Part of that could be in the water. And then we'll have the boat out here. The little boat. Little bitty itty bitty boat. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll pretty that up later. Mostly just wanted this underwater. I don't guess I just have a boat asset, do I? Ah. How about that? Can I color the boat? I cannot color the boat. Oh, no, not water ripple. This is water. Water circle. Put random dudes out there. Blah. Well, do we want the big one again? Maybe. Oh, it's going onto the thing. Dang it. It's an easy fix. Easy fix. Not that we can really see it, but I know it's there, so. A boat. A boot. I don't feel like these houses would have back doors, considering they're like poor cheap houses in a swamp. But maybe they would. Maybe they would. They need to be there, whether they would be there or not. For this to work, sometimes you gotta ditch a little realism for the sake of gameplay. Yeah, we'll definitely need to scoot the tracks. Because I need to start here. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Tracks are scootable. Easy peasy. Let's dress up yet another broken house. Let's do it like that. I need a floor. Oops, I do not want to be below water. Really miss that flooring kit I had. Because you would just put down your actual floor over the whole thing, and then you just get that extra layer and spread it. It was a lot easier, a lot cleaner too. Or it felt cleaner. I don't know if it actually was. You know, I thought I'd be putting more moss gunk everywhere, but all I did it was on this log so far. There's a tree growing up through here. Let's see. The email problem was fixed in a minute. I'll finish their puzzle. Well, I hope you didn't have to drive very far. Can I don't want to. I'm thinking, Blaze. I'm thinking. I need, because I don't. If I do that, and then I do this. I just make a little. I do not have a car. My father picked me up. It takes 15 minutes. Ah. You don't have a car? You living in these places with decent public transportation? Get a free meal and some leftovers. Heck yeah. Sounds like a good deal to me. Yeah, that don't look right. City is small enough to walk. My brother has recently, well, I guess not recently at this point, but he moved somewhere kind of city where they got decent public transportation and he can walk most places. I am super jealous. Is this for a game? Should I not be watching? I already forgot who's in the TFE game next weekend, but you can watch. Not too much is spoiled. I'm just making dilapidated houses, so. I believe you are in the game this is going to be used in, though. See, I can't. I'm struggling to make it look like it's growing through the house. Hello, Father of Blaze. See, that doesn't look like it's coming through the house. It's got too much. I guess I could put like floorboards around it or something. Try and only see the trees for the far. Let's have an inkling of an idea here. So we put that there. It's on layer 2. Which it probably shouldn't have been. Let's put that on layer 1. And then on layer 2, we will have latrine. Not to be confused with latrine. He also says hi. And then if we put like a whole bunch of broken stuff on layer 1. See, this is one thing I wish Dungeon Draft could do, but I understand why they don't. I wish like half of this tree was one layer and the other half was another layer, so I could put stuff that goes over the roots, but not over the branches that are way up high. This is Dungeon Draft, Elder Goblin Games. Even though I just said something I didn't like about it, it is actually a very nice tool and very reasonably priced. Plenty of custom assets you can go download for free, and I was telling somebody earlier that there are mods basically you can get for this. I haven't tried any of them, but some of them sounded pretty neat. Which maybe there's a mod for what I was just fussing about. There's a way to have layers between layers. Yeah, let's do... Make this look like a broken floor somehow. Of course, and now I'm realizing having the hole there, if I'm just going to cover it up, is kind of pointless, isn't it? Nah, we'll have some. Some of it showing. Maybe. Let's tuck that under it. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah, that just don't look good, does it? It don't look right. If you can cut off part of it, duplicate it, and then put the other part of different... Well, yeah, I could go make my own assets and do that, but... Now you're getting really finicky for one tree. See, like, I want to cover part of this root, but not this branch. Let's see. And if I get rid of... You know, maybe I just need to, like... One tree hill to die on. We might can just do this. This might have been a smarter way to go. I did not want that below water. Kinda haven't. Doing this number maybe? Yeah. I'll say, usually there's a way to do something. It's just a matter of figuring it out. Just realized that since I canceled a game I had to run, we could maybe do a Remnant stream today. Let's see. So I have 2 games tomorrow. So I do the old meal prep thing, where I make all my food for at least 1 week at a time. Normally I do that on Sunday, but since I got 2 games tomorrow, I'm going to do that today. The good news is it really doesn't take that long. I know people think meal prep is like this all day and ever. It's like 2 hours. So I need to do that at some point today. Let me double check my calendar here. Today's 23rd. I do not have anything going on. So technically, well, what time is it for you, Blaze? It's almost 11 o'clock here. You're going to feel so special, Blaze. I actually have my world clock over here. I have your time on it, so. 5:48? Yep. 17:4. Okay, yep. So I do have the right setting on here. Okay. I wish I could label these. I mean, it says Germany, but like, I wish I could be like, this is Blaze's time zone. Anyway, so it's 5. So we would need to do it fairly soon, right? I think that's doable. If you would like. I need to find something to stuff my face with. Food-wise. But I think we can do that. If you figure out what time you want to do, I don't know how late you feel like staying up. I know you were just talking about that the other day and trying not to do that, and I don't blame you. Hazardous to your health. Okay. Not too soon, I still need to get home. Okay, yeah. I think we can do that. It won't take me but a second to get it downloaded. Now, is there any tutorial entry level thing I need to do in Remnant 2? Or can I just like shoot straight into a multiplayer game? I know some games kind of force you through a tutorial before you get into multiplayer or something like that sometimes. Do I have just like... Oops, I didn't mean to make it huge. I'll put a couple pieces here. Maybe in 2 hours? There is a short tutorial. Okay, so I'll need to do that before I can get into multiplayer. Because I felt like that's how Remnant 1 was. Like, you had a whole introductory thing you had to do, and then it was like, here's the big multiplayer crystal. So. Or like in Dark Souls, you have to go through the whole song and dance and then find Solaire and get your other multiplayer crystal. And then you can engage in jolly cooperation. Ugh. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. I don't care for Dark Souls, but I sure do like Solaire. I love that world. Well, I mean, the world's kind of a mess, but I love the map design. I love all the character designs. All that stuff's so cool. I sure just don't like playing it. We can do the tutorial in parallel so people can watch it. Whoa! All right. So in 2 hours, that'll put me at 1 o'clock. And then we'll probably play for a couple hours, 2, 3 o'clock. Ooh, you know what? If I got a couple hours, I got some pizza dough in the freezer I could pull out and thaw out real quick and cook in that amount of time. Ooh. I might have to do that. I have to get some hot water going though to thaw it out in. 2 hours. Hang on, I'm doing pizza math in my head here. I think the fastest I can thaw frozen pizza dough in hot water is like 30 minutes. And then, yeah. So like in a couple minutes I should get up and go get some hot water going. And then I'll be super full for game time, and then after we game I can go make my food for the week. I'll make some rice and veggies and a little venison. Good stuff. Anyway, be the one bed in this whole map that's actually still got sheets on it. Everything else has just been a broken bed frame. Broken furniture. See you in 2 hours. I got to go get home and get ready. See you later. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna do this just a little bit more in that case, and then I'll go take care of pizza things. Let's see. Oh wait, I already had a bed frame done. That doesn't matter. There's broken stuff everywhere. Who cares? I hope this doesn't end up being like a boring map. It is starting to feel a little redundant. Little redundant. There were more logs floating around. Those were fun. In fact, can I just like... Well, I know I can. I don't want you... Dang it. That didn't work. Nah, don't get to float some. I think I can just make that a to create a prefab, switch to select, and click make prefab. Oh, that was over there on those buttons. Okay. Make prefab. Put this under my stoof. Swamp log. And then I can just like swamp log. Ta-da! Oh, can I not rotate it? There we go. Who doesn't like a good swamp log? Cause see, I had to put all those individual little clumps on there. I don't want to do all that over again. Yeah. Alright. Guess we need a door. Remnant 2. Remnant. Remnant 1 was... It had such an awesome concept for a story, and then I don't feel like it followed through with it. Like, when I got started and was in the story, I was like, this is gonna be amazing. This is like, I'm stoked. I'm in. I'm hooked. And then, yeah, I like just did not follow through with it. It didn't explore it. It didn't. It was a very cool concept. And then there was three. Come on. There was like 3 worlds you went through, and while they were different and unique, technically, all the bad guys were the same. They were. It was that thing where. It's like, yeah, you know, they were just reskins. They look different, but it's like, oh, here's the light scout enemy, here's the heavy tank enemy, here's the fast hidden enemy. You know, they just had like 3 types, and it reused them, and they played exactly the same. It's like, that's, which made it, despite being completely different maps and biomes, it like made it feel extremely redundant. Whoa. What is... There you go. Lunchtime, enjoyed learning all the map's secrets. Oh no. That's okay, I'll kill you off first. Enjoy lunch. Doing that. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let's just... Alright. Yeah, maybe you can get your poop together. Get your poop in a group. Much better. Oh, let's just overlap them. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I honestly don't know which one's better or worse. To overlap or have them completely separated. So much brown. Well, yeah, let's see. We've been doing this for about an hour and a half. It's just dressing up houses. Like, I got the main plot here. Well, I gotta scoot the tracks up, but, this was just a little spur of the moment kind of thing I felt like doing when I got up. I need to have it done soon. I still gotta make all my tokens and... It takes me forever to plan a one-shot. That's why I usually lean on other people. Like, I really enjoy running games. I really do. There's a lot of times I would rather be the GM. But I am so slow at building a game. It takes me forever. But, you know, technically I could be reusing these adventures. which is what I need to do. Be a lot smarter. So I'm gonna go make pizza, and then, of course, man, I'm really not that hungry. But I will be, like, as soon as we start streaming. So I'm gonna go get that made, and then me and Blaze are gonna stream Remnant 2, apparently. We will be on his channel, I'm pretty sure. So be watching out for that in a couple of hours. And I'll catch you around.